Hey guys, this is Nellie David from the Private Banker Vault. So excited to share this amazing webinar with you. How to create upside value buying an underperforming assisted living community. So why am I so excited? There's 77 million baby boomers. There's 10,000 people a day turning 65. There's 4,000 people a day turning 85. And 63% of the wealth is controlled by seniors in this country. So what exactly is an assisted living community? It's a group home residence for older adults in which 24-hour staff caters to the everyday need of the residents. Now here's a picture of inside a facility. A facility has a very negative perception to them. When you think facility, the first thing that comes to mind is probably a hospital, a prison, or a nursing home. That's not what we do. Instead, we focus on buying homes just like this. This is a 20-bed community that we're actually in the last stages of the licensing process to purchase. Now here's one of the staff members. Her name is Kristen, and here are a group of seniors just hanging out, and she's actually taking some food orders from them. So a little bit about myself. I began investing in 2011. I attended a boot camp to buy tax foreclosure properties at auction in Kansas City, Missouri. I was successful at the auction and I won 2 single-family properties for only $8,000. While that was a learning experience and it was fun, I graduated to buying smaller apartment buildings in Kansas City, which I still own today. Last year, I actually aligned with a team of investors who buy and sell these assisted living communities with a combined experience of 10 years. So I'd actually like to share an agenda of what this webinar is going to be about today. I'm actually going to share a live deal with you that's underperforming, there's no debt, and it's owned free and clear. It's a turnaround project with huge upside, and we're offering a joint venture opportunity. So just to share a story about the deal, the property has been operated as an ALC for over 20 years, and the seller was having some health issues. And unfortunately, her son took over management and began embezzling funds from his mom in the business. So as a result, the property occupancy dipped as well as the cash flow. The assisted living community has 24 beds, 9 beds are occupied, and 15 are vacant. All residents pay privately, so there are no government subsidies. We were able to negotiate some great seller finance terms with the owner, and our goal for this deal is to take over as the new operators, fix the vacancy, increase the cash flow, and force the value of the building by getting good paying residents to occupy the property. At a 90% occupancy, the property is worth well over 1.4 conservatively. So we're offering a joint venture opportunity for an investor to fund this for a $60,000 down payment in exchange for 15% monthly net operating income. So we're seeking 1 or 2 investors max on this deal. Again, our goal is to market this property with an aggressive lease-up using offline and online strategies. At the end of the 3-year term, our plan is to cash out refinance our investor, returning their principal of $60K with 20% equity share on the refi. So here's an upstate New York property that I just showed to you a minute ago in the previous slide. So we actually purchased this for $430,000. There are 20 residents bringing in a monthly gross income of over $51,000, and the monthly expenses are a little over $37,000. Now there's a monthly debt service, which we were given seller finance terms on this deal as well, which $3,600 is split between the seller and the traditional bank, which we got financing from, leaving our monthly net operating income at a little over $10,000. So some highlights on this deal. This is an active assisted living community operator license in good standing. There's 24-hour staff already in place. There are eight caretakers and 1 manager and 1 cook. So it's exceptionally clean. The property is move-in ready. There are private and shared suites ready to be leased. And this ALC has an established, strong reputation in the region because they've been there for over 25 years. Again, all residents are private pay, and the property is located upstate, and it's very close to the property that we are actually in the process of closing. That's in its last stages of licensing. It's about 40 minutes out from that project, very close to major highways. So here's some pictures. As you can see up to the left, here's some pictures of the kitchen. You also have pictures of the dining room in which the residents eat. And here's a community room as well, which they share. Here's some pictures of the bedroom. Here's another picture of the bedroom. Here is a bathroom which is ADA accessible. And also, here's another bedroom. And if you look closely, here's a picture of one of the residents. She's just sitting out during a regular day, just reading a good book. So if you notice the area in yellow, you'll see that the current rent roll is a little over $30,000. The average rent rate is a little over $3,800. And as you can see, let's take a look at the area in green. Now, the average shared rent, we did a very conservative approach. Now, the area in green, this is the beds that are vacant. We went conservative and we did it at $2,100 for a shared room. This increases our upside rent of over $32,000, bringing our gross monthly rent to over $63,800. So as you can see, there's some significant upside to make profit in this project. So I want to share some of the financials with you. So the purchase price is $890,000. The projected annual rent at a 10% vacancy is $689,040. The projected annual expenses is $460,756. And the projected annual income is $228,276, bringing our projected monthly income to a little over $19,000. So, as you can see, there's a 20%. Now, the 20% fee actually goes to the seller until $40,000 is paid. So that 20% would actually come out of the cash flow, and it will go towards the seller until $40,000 is paid, as I said, bringing the total down payment to the seller at $100,000. The 15%, this would be profit, our JV profit share on a potential NOI to our JV partner, and a potential annual income to our JV partner is a little over $27,000, bringing our estimated value at this property at $1.4 million at a 90% occupancy. So I wanted to break down some of these figures so you can understand how much profit potential is in this particular project. So at a little over $1.4 million, minus our purchase price of $890,000 brings our potential profit to $514,738. Now, with our JV partner, which will share 20%, their potential cash out profit is a little over $102,000. So how to get involved in this project? As I alluded to earlier, the cost of capital needed is $60,000. That's at a 20% equity joint venture on the back end and 15% of the monthly cash flow. All investors that are interested must provide a proof of funds, either on a bank letterhead or a certified verification of deposit. So the purchase price, as I said, is $60,000, and closing must occur no later than May 5th. This is a time-sensitive opportunity. So the ideal investor that wants to get involved in this project would be a passive investor, someone that understands the benefits of real estate but doesn't necessarily want to deal with the day-to-day management. Some uses of funds that you can use to get involved is your IRA, lines of credit, personal loans, or business lines of credit. So 5 common questions. How much is the investment? As I said earlier, it's $60,000. What's the risk to get involved? The $60,000 is a non-refundable down payment. However, we feel that $60,000 is very low skin in the game to get involved with the upside potential of this particular property. You know, there are risks in every investment, but we want to go in and mitigate those risks by having the right team in place and the right operators that are very proficient in this space and they've done these sorts of deals before. So how quickly can you get your money back? As I said earlier, this is a 3-year investment, and your potential ROI or your yield on investment is well over 100%. So how can you take action and get involved? You can definitely schedule a call with me via email. You can email me at partner@pbvault.com. I hope you were able to get a really good understanding and grasp of the opportunity that I shared with you today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. So thanks so much. I look forward to talking to you soon.